Welcome to the show.
Douchebag.
Welcome.
I'm Shane, and then there's Kevin and Tim.
Hello, I'm Tim.
Oi.
Apparently, I don't know if you're punk rock or Jewish.
I don't know, like British punk rock, Australian something.
There we
That
go.
too. That too.
It's World War III, guys. World War III, starting it up.
Oh
right?
yeah, man. I was gonna say
yeah.
Ukraine is escalating.
I can't wait. Gas prices are going to be fantastic.
Oh, yeah.
I'm less worried about that. I just find it funny though that like Biden's more or less just scolding Putin like he's a fucking bad kid.
He's reinstating the Trump sanctions that he took off of Russia. Now he's putting them back on.
Look at it like
that's going to do anything. I mean,
say you catch your kid's drawn on the walls, and you're just like, well, if you don't stop drawing on the walls, I'm gonna get mad instead of just staring at you angrily, like the first time. That's what is going on. And then, but Putin's the little kid that like he's already killing animals, so like he doesn't give a shit what you say as a parent anymore.
Yeah.
So he's just like, yeah, I'm gonna continue doing this shit. Like you think this is bad?
Putin was
Wait till I do
KGB.
the next thing.
He doesn't have a problem killing anybody.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Well, they've killed reporters.
Oh yeah.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Not
Allegedly.
I don't even think we have to say allegedly for that. It's
he didn't fucking care. Yeah, I did
it's
it.
foreign policy. Who
And
gives
another
a shit?
problem that's happening during this whole thing is that China and Russia's relationship due to all this is getting closer. And that's not good for anybody.
Oh.
Because China's apparently...
The way you stopped there is like it seemed like you thought one of us was
I
gonna
thought
say-
someone was going to respond and they didn't, so I was like, okay, well, I'll just keep talking.
you're like
Oh.
you're like I said something profound. You guys are not reacting.
Not responding at all.
What's going on?
But
Oh,
look,
no.
so in a lot of I know that, for instance, Putin wants to build a land bridge to Crimea or through Crimea or whatever so that he can, have military access to that whole side.
isn't a
of
land
the-
bridge just called a road?
Well, I don't know the whole. I don't know if it's just a road.
Isn't that a road?
I mean,
I think
That's
it's
a
more
road,
of like
right?
a supply line kind of
Like a dam,
access
or-
through Crimea or something.
But land bridge. It sounds
But
weird.
I
I mean, I get what like if you built a bridge across the Grand Canyon still got water.
well,
bridges,
I mean,
so-
it will
but
be
something like that.
a kind of a sort of a geopolitical boost for Russia if they were to be able to get access into that area and be able to get like military in there.
Look who's falling asleep.
I know, right? But
Two. It's like, yeah.
But
Sorry, I
China
brought it
backing
up.
Russia though in this, like say we go over there, say we send troops to Ukraine and something goes on in Ukraine, that would be the
We've
perfect
already
time for
said
China
We've
to
already
come
said
into
we're
Taiwan.
not at all going to do that.
Yeah, but
We said the only way
Biden's
we're doing that is if
retarded.
we said the only way we're doing anything is if a NATO country gets attacked.
Right. But the thing is,
Ukraine's not NATO.
No, they're not.
Now, the
They're
one
not.
thing I will give Russia is, from what I've seen, Ukrainian chicks pretty hot. That's going to bring Russian stock of chicks way up.
I mean, that's a fair
Is it
point.
not?
That's a fair point.
I'm not invested, so I don't know.
Nice fucking haircut. Anyway,
Tim got a haircut.
Hey, thanks, guys.
I figured this silence was going to just speak for itself on that one.
Goodness.
That's a good haircut.
Oh man. Yeah, that's
I would attack
pretty well,
everybody's
dude. No,
haircut.
I'm pissed about the whole price, everything going up. I mean, you guys seen the stickers at gas pumps? It's fucking hilarious.
The Biden one?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
love
did
it.
this.
I did this.
They're all over the fucking place now.
I know. People
But
are
it's
putting them out there.
bad, man. I mean, filling up a tank's
I
now
found
50
the-
fucking bucks.
Dude, it's ridiculous.
and
Everything's going
apparently
up,
it's just
man.
going to
Found
get
the new Biden
progressively worse. It's just going to get worse and worse and worse. That's brilliant.
The new Biden stamp.
0 cents. And he's
It
looking
makes
completely
0 cents.
just confused.
Yeah, that's-
You can, I would say just go ahead and
I'll-
find
I'll-
that somewhere.
well, I'll
Actually,
throw it up.
I'll send it to you.
Yeah, send it to me, and I'll throw
It's
it up
much
in the
easier
show
that
so they
way.
can see it.
Yeah.
It's funny.
I mean, that. Yeah, I'm not excited at all about a war. I'm not excited about
No,
things
I'm not
costing
either,
more.
man.
Kind of like to keep my house and keep
Yeah.
myself fed, but
Honestly, I think we should be concentrating on the problems here at home because there's a fucking lot of them. Like,
well, yeah,
you
it's
know.
all another distraction. I mean, look what's going on in Canada. Anyone remember what's going on in Canada?
Oh my God, it's
Dude,
insane.
I actually heard another thing today that was, I
Totalitarian.
thought was kind of fucking weird. Like, we do talk about the dumbest problems here. Like,
We do.
seriously, in this country, dumbest things. We're like, but I want to be this or that. Stupid shit that nobody should fucking care about.
Yeah.
Do whatever you want. I
Yeah.
don't care. And there's still 29 million people in slavery in the world.
I know. Yeah.
29 million.
And you know what?
And the statistic is actually that there's more people in slavery right now than
in history.
Than there was at the height of the American slavery.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
No, seriously.
By a
it's
lot.
Bad.
Wow.
Dude, in Libya, they have open slave trade.
That's not
slave
even where
markets.
that's not even where it's the
no,
worst.
No, they have it here in the U.S.
No.
It's sex trafficking, all
That's
sorts of shit.
That's tiny.
Oh, I know.
In India, I think it's like 3 million people.
Holy shit.
In fucking China, it's like 2.6 or some shit like that.
I'm actually surprised that
just
number's
making
not
up-
higher in
I'm
China.
just making up numbers,
Yeah.
but
What the fuck, dude? Seriously,
but
that's
yes,
a thing going on.
There's
Like,
seriously
slavery exists, huh?
29 million. The
My
estimates
goodness.
are, I guess, between 29 million and 40 million slaves in the world right now.
Well, you know.
I was just watching a show about this where they were talking about slavery and how it is,
We might
how
have been
bad
watching
it
the
is.
same fucking
it
show.
might have been. But like, it's true though.
I
mean,
didn't watch it though. I listened to it.
Well, I was listening to it too, but
I didn't.
well, Tim's the uninformed person on.
I
our
try
show.
to stay as uninformed as possible.
I don't blame
to
you.
bring
Ignorance
something
is
fresh
bliss.
to the fucking show.
Dude,
you know what I mean?
ignorance is bliss,
It's not
man.
He brings the fresh look of what?
I don't get it. What's that mean? What's that stuff do?
I know there's things I've
Who's
said.
that guy?
There's things I've said where I'm like, you're like when I brought up Moyles and the fucking baby
Yeah,
thing.
everybody learned something that day.
You were just like,
was-
what the
Yeah,
fuck?
that's all
you know, when I brought that
disgusting.
up, there's a few other things that's the one that I really remember just because of your reaction to it. But it is kind of funny that there's some things that I thought were common knowledge that you're just like, huh?
Well, a lot of it's have been sheltered for a lot, but
That's true.
Not
No,
really,
well,
kind of.
yeah, but
the slavery thing blows my mind. I mean, we're this day and age
yeah.
where we have unlimited technology in the palm of our hands.
yeah, but not slaves. They don't give it to
and
slaves.
there's people that are being sold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's fucking
In our own
wild.
country.
It's fucking wild, man.
Yeah.
Well, the other thing that's
That's
weird
so
too is like,
bad.
it wasn't
It's disgusting.
Was it Libya? I think it was Libya.
Libya?
The
Yeah.
slave market.
They have open slave markets. Yeah.
But they were posting it to YouTube.
Yes. Yes.
YouTube had
Oh my god.
Yeah,
the
dude,
slaves
it's-
being sold on fucking YouTube.
Yeah.
It
is-
fucking- it was wild.
It's like it's almost like it's so surreal. It's like, is this actually reality? Like,
Yeah.
you know.
Well, I mean,
this
why
is-
is it now just coming to light? I mean, to me, it's just now coming to light. I mean, this is obviously something that's going around, but is there obviously you guys watched like a special on it or something like that, or someone showed up or listened to a special on it? I mean,
so the reason you're not hearing
people
about
know
it,
about this and nothing's being done.
Nothing's been
yeah,
done.
but you got to realize the reason nobody hears about it is because they don't bring people. So the news isn't going to bring you real fucking problems.
No.
Right? They're going to bring you things that they think that they're going to get you to watch.
Yeah. Well, no, I don't doubt that.
Remember, fucking what's her name that used to go to Africa and be like, for 15 cents a day.
Oh, Sally Jesse.
How many?
That's-
No,
no,
it's
it was-
not Sally
no,
Jesse.
Sally-
no, it was
Sally Fields.
Sally
Sally
Struthers. Wasn't it Sally
Struthers?
Struthers?
or something like
Was
that.
it
Sally-
Struthers?
The big
Not
gal,
Sally
that-
Field, was
the
it?
big blonde gal that would have a
Sally
whole bunch
Struthers.
of
Sally, who
Yep.
gives
Yeah,
a shit?
yeah.
It was
Sally
her.
Struthers.
Won't
But
you
anyway,
help this small
but what I'm
child?
saying
Yeah.
is though,
Got
like
flies on his eyes and shit like that.
they played
Just
that
Extended belly.
gross.
They played that shit at
Poor
like
kids.
fucking 2-3 in the morning.
Yeah.
Because nobody gave a shit.
Well, a lot of it wasn't going to that organization anyway. They were
Yeah,
pocketing
but nobody
it.
knew
I'm
that.
sure they
What
were.
I'm saying though is nobody really knew that. So I mean,
Yeah.
like the people that gave it were like, I care,
But-
and it's,
Yeah.
or they're like, I want to look like I'm a good person,
Yeah.
You
Or
know,
they just
it's-
wanna
it's
feel
a different
it.
version of virtue signaling.
Well,
Yeah,
yeah,
it is. They
that's
want
the
to
big-
feel inside, like,
Yeah.
oh, I gave money to that. I helped a kid. I'm a good person.
Well,
Well, it's like
that's
the
where a
people
lot of things
recording
are.
themselves, giving money to bums.
Dude,
That's fucking
yeah.
disgusting.
Or I've seen people like
I don't have a problem with
post.
that.
I've seen people post photos after they gave a donation
Look,
somewhere. Like,
I
I,
want-
thank you for accepting my donation. They got a
Yeah,
picture of them. It's like,
come
dude,
on.
what the fuck are you
when
trying
it comes
to do?
to the
Like,
people that give money to the bums, I want to see the aftermath. I don't want to see the money just get handed to him and he gets a big smile like, oh man, this is great. I want to see the aftermath of the cocaine pile that the guy buys.
You think some
You know,
bums
I
are
wanna-
gonna be able to get
I wanna-
cocaine. It'll be some.
You don't think they're
trash
going to be able to
shit.
get
It's gonna
cocaine?
be
Okay,
fucking
fine,
gross
crack,
stuff.
whatever.
Yeah, it's not gonna be
Anyway,
coke.
I want to see that after. That's the story I want to see.
Yeah.
I want to see this fucking spiral. Like, oh, this is what you,
You
did
want to
right
see where
before.
your money's going, huh?
No, but I want to
get
see.
it.
I want to watch it and go, oh shit, this is how he got here.
Yeah.
This is fucking
Yeah.
great. Like, it's like watching a science experiment unfold in front of you.
I get that. No, but the people that
It's
just
a
do it
petri
for-
dish.
pat themselves on the back. For
There's a
giving
lot of
money.
that.
That's
Yeah.
just come on.
it's so pathetic. It really is.
Look,
I've seen people do it
I-
on social
Yeah.
media, and it's
I have
just like,
friends
come
that
on.
I have
man.
friends that actually go out and they don't want recognition for it. They go out and actually do shit.
Yeah.
Like I have a friend that goes and volunteers, and does stuff with, like 4 or 5Ks and all that shit.
Those are the people that actually give a shit about
Yeah.
helping.
Well, no, but
the ones that aren't looking for
this
recognition.
begs the question.
not.
I've always had this
He's never
question
been.
about it. Like, why would you do it? Why would you go help somebody else that's less fortunate than you? Why?
Good question.
That's a good question.
To
Actually,
make yourself feel better,
Yeah,
right? So
sure.
you're doing it for yourself. You're not doing it particularly for that person. You're doing it to make yourself feel better.
Possibly.
Yeah.
You know, in the grand scheme of things, it's a selfish act.
On some level, yeah, I think that's
so is everything.
That's true.
That's kind of what I'm getting at. I mean, I have no problem
I'm
with it,
sure-
of course, but I've
Well,
donated time to charities
Well,
and shit.
I'm
like
sure
that.
there's that rare person out there that actually is
I always find
wanting,
it,
is doing it altruistically and actually does
No,
want
those
to help
those
people.
people exist, but
They
they're
do.
far and few in between.
They
Like
are.
that guy that built a whole forest, or no, he cut a path through a fucking mountain because his wife died because there was no medical help. And
Dude,
so-
there's a guy in Butte that did something
Yeah,
similar.
something
So a
like
guy
that.
in Butte, Montana, I think it's Butte. But his wife died, so he built this gigantic statue on the top of the fucking mountain to his wife. It's just really weird.
well, yeah, that's building a.
It might have been- not even been
This
in
guy cut
Butte.
a
It might have
path
been
through a
in the
mountain
next one
in
over.
order to get emergency services faster to his village.
See, now
he,
that's a good
he
idea.
dedicated his life to so other people in his village could live.
He did something practical.
Yeah,
I mean,
Yeah.
not
he didn't do that
not
for
really.
himself.
Like the
I mean,
statue.
would he
is
have
more
done it
for
if his
himself.
wife didn't die?
No,
Oh,
probably
Probably
not.
not. No, that's
No,
what
so
I mean.
not-
but also
it took
that-
a sacrifice to do it. For
but
sure.
him-
It's not
his
really
wife
a sacrifice.
dying
I mean, that's
main-
just like nature.
But his
Doing
wife
nature
dying
things.
was what caused him to see the flaw in the fact that there was no way.
it's called
for
a
emergency
catalyst.
services to get- Right.
Yeah,
Exactly. A
good
catalyst.
word.
That was the catalyst.
Good word.
Yeah.
I know.
But yeah,
words.
that's kind of what my point about charities is. It's the teach your own, do your thing, but I still consider it a somewhat selfish act. I've done it before, like I've gone to a soup kitchen and served, but because I
Ugh.
had to.
Yeah, well,
That sounds
most
terrible.
nonprofits
I didn't like
are
it
for,
at all. I thought that was fucking stupid.
Most nonprofits are just for money laundering and making the people that run it rich.
Dude.
Yeah,
They're all bullshit.
I need to
Most-
figure out how to get the money first and then do the money laundering.
Start a nonprofit.
yeah.
I've been watching
Yeah.
a lot of Breaking Bad again.
Oh,
So-
is that a good show?
It's a really good show. Thinking about getting an RV.
Dude, not these days, dude.
Who-
Fucking expensive as shit.
Which one of you wants to be my friend that does way too many drugs and almost gets me killed all the time?
That had to be Kevin for no.
Oh, that
no
actually
question
makes
whatsoever.
sense.
Yeah,
He's
fits
already
that-
got the tooth.
He fits the bill there.
Hey, you know what? I already fit it, but for different reasons. But nobody has to know that.
He
can still play it off.
He was a male prostitute in his early years, guys.
I needed the money. What can I say?
25.
Yeah, the
bucks,
fucked up thing is though
25
he did it only for farm animals. It's really weird.
It's a niche
Very
audience.
very neat.
It's a very
called-
niche audience.
He had
but
to
hey.
quit because there's not a lot of money in it apparently.
He was a farm flicker.
Now there
Farm
was
flicker, is that the thing? That's
there
the
was
new
until
term?
that guy got killed by fucking that horse. But you know,
So actually that
That was
is
a
kinda-
donkey, and
No, it
what's his
wasn't
name?
a
Saw
donkey.
it.
No,
it wasn't a horse.
It was a
It was
horse.
a horse.
Yeah.
And I remember Rogan talking about that.
Yeah.
on
Yeah,
the
they
show.
actually-
I seen that.
No,
video.
he actually.
Yeah.
I think. Fuck, I can't remember if it was his show or another show.
I think it was
but
Man
they actually
Show.
fucking watched it on it.
really,
Oh, it was a reaction video of him watching it.
Yeah, there was one episode. I don't know if it was Rogan's show or another show. It might, and it's Mr. What is the fucking name of that dude? It was Mr. something. But
Mr. Show?
Well, no, I just
that was a great.
Wasn't the
fucking
guy
show.
known for like fucking animals?
Yeah, well,
or
so-
getting fucked by.
So the funny
animals?
thing is too is
Jesus.
before that even happened, there was no laws against it in Washington.
right? So yeah, this did take place in Washington.
Yes,
right?
this
Yeah.
took place in Washington, in Eastern Washington.
Yeah, that's our town.
That's our claim to fame here.
So
up
what
in the
happened is,
Northwest.
that I guess it
Dude
was a
being
group
killed by getting
of,
fucked by
I
a
guess it was a
horse.
group that did this shit regularly,
Ugh,
this
so
type of
disgusting.
thing, with and so they had him. He went, he got fucked by a horse. The horse was too vigorous.
Yeah.
and so they were like, "Oh shit, this is bad," and then just dropped him off in front of a hospital
Yeah.
because they weren't going to go in and be like, "Yeah, he was getting fucked by a horse."
Yeah, we were making a show.
How does intestines get pulverized? We don't know.
But
Oh, he fell.
But should it be
He
illegal?
swallowed bubble gum.
Should that be illegal? Should it be illegal? The horse is having fun.
Is the horse having fun?
I think so.
I still consider that rape.
Yeah, I mean it's.
There's no consent there.
I think the horse consented by just diving right in.
Dude,
Oh, here we go. So
Speaking
that,
of fucking animals, I just saw this documentary about Playboy and stuff. All these playmates would come through. Apparently, Hugh Hefner would fuck dogs and have dogs fuck playmates.
What?
Like, yeah, straight up, they had these orgies where they'd fuck animals and shit.
Yeah.
Apparently, a lot of these people that worked with him said they saw it. Like, it was
Well,
more than one occasion.
I wouldn't put it past the kinky fucker. but-
Apparently, he was so, like, he had done so much with sex, he had to get more and more extreme because it didn't turn him on anymore.
That
That's
makes
what-
Funny
sense.
thing is,
but-
wasn't he like a virgin till he was like 28 or
Yeah,
something like
like
that?
women, he was not. Women did not like to be around him. That's one of the reasons why I think he created that world that he did for himself, is because he couldn't get women when he was younger.
Yeah.
He was always rejected. And I think that's one of the reasons why he
I know, and
created
now they
Playboy.
just become school shooters.
Yeah, no shit.
Or apparently dog fuckers.
Yeah.
Oh, that's you,
Jesus.
yeah.
Dude,
yeah.
it's
I forgot.
Well, I got laid when I was younger. That's what's so weird.
I know you went,
So,
it's funny that you thought that
Lovelace.
those paths would diverge, but they just
yeah.
Well,
In
met
this
again.
documentary,
Apparently they go hand in hand.
so hey, you remember the movie Deep Throat? Linda Lovelace, the woman that did that.
Yeah, there's a lot
apparently,
going on with that.
So apparently, they say Linda Lovelace was one of the women that Hugh Hefner got fucking drugged and drunk and had her fuck a dog on camera.
Dude, there was there's other
in the Playboy Mansion.
There was other weird shit that came out of there too. Like I forget who it was, but some dude ended up, I guess, meeting chicks there, took him back to his place, locked him up for like 5 days, and just would fucking rape him and rape him and rape him.
There was totally fucked up shit going on at that mansion.
And then like bodyguards went and actually got him back because they found out what was going on.
Yeah.
And then told the girls to be quiet about it.
Yep.
Because
I believe it.
that guy was a VIP there.
Yep.
Yeah, you
that's the
didn't-
thing.
You didn't want to roll it back to fucking.
they
you,
called them
that's for
the
sure.
VIPs. They called them key holders.
Yeah.
That's what the Playmates would call
Well, I
them.
mean, that's
Like,
why
yeah.
that's why it's kind of funny when people don't buy into, like, there's a big pedophile ring and shit. I don't think everybody's involved in it. But
Nah,
you know what I mean?
but there's people involved.
Like,
didn't
weird
another guy
shit.
didn't another guy just suicide
died.
himself?
Yeah.
Jean Luc Brunel, who
Yeah.
was
Oh, I thought you were
who
gonna
was
say
one of
Jean-Luc
no
Picard.
Jean Luc Brunel was one of Jeffrey Epstein's very close associates and was heavily involved in his trafficking operation.
Yeah, he was like a model agent.
He was a
type
model
thing.
agent. He was world famous. This guy was he was like no slouch. This guy was very powerful.
What the fuck was that?
But like, he was found killed in his. Also, the cameras fucking shut down when it happened.
Yeah.
Strangely.
Yeah, that's what happens when you suicide.
I
Yeah,
think
exactly.
wouldn't it be funny if we found out it was the same guards that went to sleep?
Yeah, it's the same guards.
Like they traveled to Paris. They're just guards that somehow end up where all these
What's just
suicides
so
are.
wild about the whole thing is that it's being swept under the rug.
Oh,
pretty
100%.
efficiently,
Well, it's
pretty
because
damn
it-
efficiently.
look,
I mean, we have to start a war with Ukraine to
The
get this in order.
The
You know what I mean?
speculation on the high-powered names that are in those books
Yeah,
is why it's getting swept
it'd be
under the rug.
so cool to find that out. It'd be really
Well, it
really
might
cool
not
to-
be.
Well, and that's
You might
why
be like-
the whole Maxwell.
It would never
court-
change
You
anything,
might,
though.
wouldn't it be fucked up? You found out like what one of your favorite actors is what, Liam Neeson. Wouldn't it be fucked up if you found out he was in that book?
I wouldn't be surprised.
At this point, I wouldn't either.
You know what I mean? I mean,
Didn't he used to be super racist too?
who? Liam Neeson?
Yeah,
I have
yeah.
no
I
idea.
think he's got some
Yeah, in the past, I guess it's
super racist
because
stuff.
it's because of his when he growing up. Like I guess
Yeah.
he was involved in like
He's
some
Irish,
shit.
isn't he?
I guess, or like
believe
no, like
so.
yeah, he's Irish, and like I guess it was like something about like some girl he knew was like raped or something by a black dude, and
Yeah.
I guess for a while he
I
was,
remember
like,
when
really
that came
racist.
out, and it's like, dude, people can fucking
People
change their
change.
opinions.
Yeah, people
Um,
change, man. People go
you
through
know.
shit. There's like ex neo Nazis and stuff that are like, man,
Yeah.
I can't believe I
Oh,
did that with my life, you know.
What's
but
the name
like,
of that dude?
They get indoctrinated into this stuff. and
What's the
you
name of
know.
that guy? The ex fucking
Oh.
neo-Nazi.
Are you talking about? I thought you were going to talk about the black dude, Daryl
No.
Davis.
Edward
Daryl
Norton.
Davis is fucking
He's
awesome.
amazing.
No, this guy's ex neo-Nazi. He was one of the founders of the Hammerskins in like Chicago. Can't
Never
remember
heard
his
of him.
fucking name.
Supposed
Go
to
and look
know
it
who
up.
that is,
Hammerskin founder, one of the founding members, or one of the founding leaders of the Hammerskins.
It's a cool name, though.
All of a sudden, Kevin just goes to a recruitment page,
I know.
starts signing
should
up.
we be looking this up in my? I don't know if we should be doing this, guys.
Go ahead and look up no internet connection.
Oh wait, I gotta get reconnected to
Here
this.
we go.
Oh man!
the
Hey, while
Hammer-
you do that, I'm gonna go
Should I-
grab my drink. You
should
guys
I-
keep talking.
Should I read this about the Hammerskins really
I
quick?
just
The
wanted-
wiki
yeah.
about it.
Yeah, go ahead.
The Hammerskins are a white supremacist group formed in the 1988 Dallas, Texas. Their primary focus is the production and promotion of white power rock music and many white power bands that have been affiliated with the group.
Maybe it wasn't-
Hammerskins were affiliated with the record label 9% Productions.
So these guys were involved in like sort of
Okay,
white
fine.
power music.
Yeah.
That's sort of what they were doing.
Yeah, I
looks
think
like
that's
it.
well. That's
Yeah.
that's actually how a lot of these groups.
Oh, you know a lot about
out of the
white,
90s.
white supremacist.
Well, I
groups.
know a lot about those types of groups because when I grew up, I listened to punk rock, so you'd see those guys.
Yeah,
at
those
these
guys
shows.
would show up.
They would show up, and sometimes like there were certain shows I just didn't want to go to because I knew that it was probably going to be a fucking
that
brawl.
one shoot. What was it? Green Room. Remember that movie? Green
I have
Room?
not seen it.
I cannot connect to your
Ian
internet.
recommended it to me. He was like, "You would love it."
Yeah,
it's like based in
You
fucking
can't get
Oregon.
connected to the internet. What's it saying?
It's saying IP address cannot be found.
You got Bill Y, the science guy, right?
Yep.
Dude.
Looks like you're gonna do a reset there, bad.
Also, did you see that?
Are you connected?
The
at all?
amazing Jonathan died.
What?
Yeah.
Oh man, that guy was
the amazing
awesome.
Jonathan.
I
the
guess he had
fucking-
some medical issues coming up, though. I mean, they did a special on him recently.
Oh, see, I didn't know that, but
Yeah.
I thought he was
there we
funny
go.
when I was younger. You know,
Yeah, he was fucking
he's a
hilarious, dude.
A comedian, magician.
Excuse me, ma'am. Do you like birds?
But leaned way more into the comedy side
Yeah.
of the magician thing.
Yeah.
You know, because I think like Penn and Teller do a little, like comedy magic, but it's more magic than
You know,
comedy.
Amazing Jonathan was all comedy. But
He was-
great magic too.
I would say he was 90% comedy,
Yeah.
about 10% magic.
I remember he had Chris. What's the mind freak guy?
Chris Angel.
Chris
That
Angel
guy is
did a
such
special on that
fucking
guy.
pompous.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah.
The thing that sucked is I liked Chris Angel when he first showed up because I thought that, these are like real, like he's really doing, not real, you know what I mean? But like he's really doing illusions that are fucking wild.
Yeah.
And then you realize later, you're like, no, he's just fucking cutting things on video.
Yeah.
He's like that. That's basically the same thing as just editing a movie
Yeah.
and going, no, that amazing thing happened. That guy can fly. No, none of that's an illusion. None of it's a real. None of it's a real illusion.
It's a paper cutout of him moving. Whoa, a mind freak.
Well, that's the other thing. Like he had always he acted as like some sort of mysticist or some shit.
yeah.
Okay, I know
You know?
who he is now.
Yeah, the amazing Jonathan. Dude, he was fucking
He
great.
couldn't have
Yeah.
been that old, man.
He was
like
63.
63?
He had,
Yeah.
like I said, I think he had some underlying medical
Oh, he
issues
did.
that got him out of the
Oh.
business for a while. And
Oh, that's a shame, man.
Yeah, he stopped. He was doing shows in fucking in Vegas up until 2014.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So
that's-
you know,
yeah.
not terribly
So
long
he-
ago,
I mean,
but
I
from like
wouldn't be
2001 to.
surprised if cocaine didn't play a role in that too, because you'd see
Why,
him up
he's 63.
on stage. Jeez Louise,
I mean, Bob Saget died at 63 also. I
60
believe.
something, yeah.
that's the magic.
Well,
age,
we're
isn't
still
it?
the jury's still out on the Bob Saget death, man. I don't know what's going on with that.
There,
age or
I think
shit.
you know what I'm thinking. I'm thinking the family just wants to let that one lie.
Maybe
Dude,
they
no,
do.
no. Did you see what else
know.
that came out about that?
No.
They're now trying to stop things from coming out about the fucking death now.
Oh boy.
Why?
Well, no, that's what I mean. I think they're just trying to make it all. You know, this is a private matter.
I mean, it
We
is
prefer-
weird though that the guy they said, well, I mean, his skull was so fucked up that it looked like he fell down 30 feet.
Yeah, that's
That's an insane, like, injury. Like, what the fuck happened
yeah.
to
He's
him?
gonna go to sleep. He bumped his head.
Yeah.
That's like more than just bumping your head.
I do that
man.
too. Well, I'm kind of sleepy now.
It's like an America's
Dude,
Funniest Home Videos
You're
death
fucking
is
bleeding.
what he did.
Yeah, he could have made 10,000
He
with
did
that.
It sounds
oh, you
like-
want you want to win your share of $10,000?
You just see
He's like, oh yeah.
him doing voiceover for it too.
Yeah,
Oh, I'm walking in my house now. Whoa!
Oh shit, a banana peel.
Yeah.
Fucking slips on it, hits his head on something. He's like, better go to sleep. That's how you always treat a concussion.
head hurts now.
Oh man, better get some rest. Those are the voices he did. I just remembered it. Oh, I better get some rest.
had that weird voice when he did his accidents.
Oh crap, I fell down.
The Mormons in the audience.
Yeah. Oh man,
Oh, Jesus. He will be missed.
Look,
Oh,
I
God.
did like him a lot. Like I said, the one of the first times we talked about him when I saw his part in The Aristocrats.
God, I love
That's
that one.
that's when I was like, oh shit, because I'd always thought of him as wholesome guy,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
And when I saw that, I was like, oh shit, he was an actual comedian before this. Like,
Well, yeah.
I didn't know that. And that's the thing, though, because that model's gone. That model, the model used to be they would go and try to find comedians at comedy clubs, and then they'd get some sort of holding deal where they'd sell their life story to somebody for a year and they couldn't go anywhere else while they tried to develop a pilot. And then if that pilot got developed, you'd get a fucking television show out of it. That doesn't happen anymore.
No, it's not like that anymore. Yep.
Think of a sitcom today. Are there many? I mean,
there's a ton of them. However, nobody cares.
Yeah, I don't watch
that's
them.
what I'm saying.
You know,
I think the only one I can think of, I can't even think of a recent sitcom that's even drawn my attention.
Not one that I watch. Yeah, I haven't been into any sitcom I watch. It's older stuff.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
See, I can't. That's the thing. I can't watch sitcoms. I can't do it. They're all so fucking terribly manufactured. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's
the
I
same
disagree.
formula.
There's a couple of them that are
like
well
what,
done.
though? You got to name one.
Seinfeld. Seinfeld was well done.
I think Seinfeld was a good
very
show.
well written for
Yeah.
sure.
But you want to know what I like better than Seinfeld? Curb Your Enthusiasm.
I agree. I like that
because
better too.
Curb Your Enthusiasm is probably what Seinfeld would have been had they had the freedom to do what they could.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Same writers.
Oh, I
though,
believe it.
thought, or
Yeah,
same
it's Larry
creators.
David.
Yeah, Larry David. Larry
Except
David.
for obviously Jerry Seinfeld's not involved.
Yeah,
he
but
was more involved in the other show.
Dude,
But
Larry David made so much fucking money off
dude,
of that.
because Larry David's
Whatever-
hilarious.
whatever-
He's a funny guy.
Oh,
Whatever
dude, he's
Seinfeld
awesome.
made off of the Seinfeld show, I think Larry David made at least as much.
Yeah.
The weirdest part about it, though, is the chick that played what is it, Eileen or whatever. What was her
Oh
name?
yeah. Why am I drawing a
She's
blank?
got like 3 names.
Yeah.
Louis Dreyfus.
Julie Louis Dreyfus. Yeah.
She was already fucking way rich before that.
And she was huge after that.
No,
Like-
but do you know? Because I think her parents were part of some gigantic company.
Oh, really?
And they
I
had
didn't know that.
She got like $500 million. You know,
Holy shit!
She's just doing it for
worth
fun.
like
huh?
Doing
she's
it
worth
for
like
fun, yeah.
I think because of Seinfeld, she ended up being worth like $900 million.
Yeah.
She was worth more than everybody
Oh,
else
sure.
after it. It
Yeah,
was fucking
they all
wild.
made bank on that show.
Yeah.
No, that's a good sitcom. You're right.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the Formula ones. Full
Oh
House
yeah,
and,
no,
you know,
and I totally agree with you there.
Yeah.
A lot of them are not any good.
Well, 'cause
It's
most of them are
you know,
terrible. I
formulaic.
remember my
Yeah.
mom would
Matters.
always
Yeah.
say, "You would love The Big Bang Theory," and then
Fuck
I would
that
see
show.
5 seconds of it, and I'd be like, "I wouldn't like this at all."
Fake Hollywood nerds. Fuck that.
I was
shit.
like, "This is terrible."
Well, the girl next door. I like that chick. She's cute.
Yeah, but I
the
could find her.
glasses.
I could look.
What's
Nowadays with technology,
Zoe
you can find-
Deschanel.
Zoe
That's
Not
Deschanel.
her at all.
Oh,
That
oh,
she was in a
goodness.
totally different. Actually,
No,
you
that's
know-
the new girl.
The new girl. That's
You know what
right.
sh-
Isn't that
you
what
know
I
what
said?
sh-
What did I say?
You said girl next
the
door.
girl next door.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Well, actually, the
I'm not
movie
sure
The
Girl
Girl
Next
Next
Door.
Door.
That one was okay.
Alicia
Cuthbert.
Alicia Cuthbert. Yeah.
Brrr, goodness
gorgeous.
sakes.
She's fucking way hot.
Goodness.
Yeah.
Oh, goodness.
And especially in
That
that
was a
movie, man.
Fucking awesome.
And wasn't
movie,
that back
too.
when like Emile Hirsch was actually getting roles and
Yeah.
shit?
Yeah,
He's a
that-
pretty decent actor too.
I liked him.
I don't
No,
know
I-
why
I
they
thought
don't
the-
use him
I
more.
thought he was
The
great.
porn
yeah.
director. The porn director in that one. What was his name? The younger one.
It's been so long.
Well,
since I've
yeah,
seen
but
that
he
show.
wasn't really he was just the nerdy friend.
No.
Oh, what's-
No.
yeah, I know you're talking about.
I'm
Yeah,
talking
that guy.
about the porn director that was directing Alicia Cuthbert in the movie. And
I
then
don't remember.
he got taken away. He got really jealous.
Oh,
and he tried to take
who was
their
that
idea
guy?
of how
The
to-
main the main
he's
bad guy.
famous as fuck, dude.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Oh my
man, it's
God,
been
I
so
can't-
long since I've seen that
Well,
movie.
and I'm sure everybody's screaming. It's so
Oh,
and so.
I
It's so
know,
and so.
I
I know,
Put it
and they're
up.
probably also going.
He was
Man,
just.
if
he
you
was
guys
in,
only had a
he
way
was
to
in
find
Book
that.
of Boba Fett. He was in Book of Boba Fett as the
I haven't
sheriff.
seen any of it.
Oh, what the fuck's his
Tamira
name?
Morrison.
No.
No?
The
That's
Book
the
of
captain.
Boba Fett as the sheriff.
Yeah, he was the sheriff in the Book of Boba Fett.
Fuck
Dude,
if I know, dude.
I watched like the first
Timothy
2 episodes and was
Oliphant.
really pissed
oh,
off. Yeah,
Timothy Oliphant. Okay.
Timothy Oliphant, yeah.
Oliphant.
Oliphant, yeah.
That's the guy. He was in that. He was fucking awesome in that movie. I loved his sense
I
of
like
humor in
Timothy
that.
Oliphant. He's a good dude. He's a good actor.
He was good.
He's good and Justified. And
Yeah.
Deadwood. Deadwood
Yeah.
was fucking awesome.
Yeah, my dad's talking a lot about Deadwood.
Dude.
This one, 1886 or something like that. This other.
That's a prequel
Christ, man.
to Yellowstone.
That's what I heard.
Yeah.
And he says he's really into that one.
Yeah.
It's not my
Yellowstone's
style,
good.
but,
I just started watching Yellowstone. It's
Yeah.
fucking good.
I want to see another Band of Brothers type thing.
Oh, dude,
Those
Band
are
of
so
Brothers was
fucking
great.
cool.
See, but
Band
I
of
didn't,
Brothers
I
was
didn't
so
like
good.
the Pacific as much as I liked
I didn't
Band of
either.
Brothers.
I didn't either. I
They
agree.
changed the way they did it
Yeah,
overall.
I agree.
Huh.
I couldn't get into the Pacific like I did Band of Brothers.
The weird thing is I can't get into the Pacific anyway the way I could the Band of Brothers because it wasn't as interesting of the part of the war.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
Even though I'm sure it was very, very interesting, the fighting the Nazis to me was more interesting because of the fact that there was just so much vast land that they were fighting on.
Yeah.
the Japanese war, we were fighting on atolls.
Yeah,
we were going
islands.
on tiny fucking islands, tiny ones, where you could really put on like maybe 5,000 people.
Right.
And we're putting 10,000 to try to fight this 5,000 that's already there. I mean, it's fucking wild.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's like, all right, I mean, you could just bypass it and fucking go to the next one.
Or do what we should have done and just nuked it.
They did that.
Yeah.
That's how they ended that war.
Yeah, that's how you take care of business.
Yeah.
According to Trump, too. It's like, I'd have just nuked him.
No, he said he was going to nuke a fucking hurricane.
Because
That's what he said. He said, we're going to nuke that hurricane. What?
We're gonna nuke it back to the Stone Age.
Get him, buddy.
Like, all right, I guess this is what we're doing now.
That's like trying to have a fist fight with the wind.
This is 100% why I actually do believe we live in a simulation. We have to.
Dude, we have to. The past 5 years have been insane, dude.
Been a wild ride, hasn't it?
dude.
I mean, look,
It's
crazy.
crazy.
You can look at it and say it just based on what we've been going through, fine. But if you look at like the actual reasons people think that we live in a simulation, they're all solid.
Actually, they kind of are.
The fact that if a simulation could ever be possible,
I think it's
we're
possible.
more likely in a simulation than we are in reality.
Yeah,
based
yeah.
on the fact that they would make
Yeah.
so many simulations.
The probability is more.
The amount of simulations that would be out there would way outweigh the amount of realities out there.
Yeah, the
So because of
probabilities
that,
that we're in a simulation
because of
are higher
that,
than we're
you
in
could have.
reality.
Let's say you had 10 trillion fucking simulations, but only 4 realities, and you know, chances are we're not in the fucking reality.
It looks like I picked the wrong week to stop drinking. Holy shit. This is not, I'm not ready for that type of conversation.
Why
yet,
not?
fellas.
These
Oh
are
my
fun.
God, that's
I love
fucking
these
fun conversations. But yeah, I mean, dude, I remember listening to, there was some scientist that actually believes from one of the Scandinavian countries, but he was talking about it on I think it was an old Joe Rogan podcast from like 4 years ago that I was listening to, and when he was talking about it, I was like, holy shit, like it makes sense. Now it could be 100% wrong, and that's fine.
No, it does make sense.
But
it really does.
And even as a thought experiment, it's
Yeah.
interesting.
I don't like it.
You don't have to
I
like
don't
it.
need to, I don't need to think about that shit.
All right, I can come up with another thought experiment.
Back to nugs, wheezing, and grindage. That's all I need.
We could come back. There was another thought experiment that I heard on a podcast recently that they would teach at some school, but it was like, why do we not eat babies?
well, other species do.
Now, the reason the thought experiment is out there is because if you can take this extreme case and attach morality to why we don't do something, then you can actually extrapolate that and move it out further and put it on other things too, using the same methodology.
You're addressing this to me. Address that to Kevin, because I have no fucking. You said
Because Tim's like, I would love to eat
there was
babies.
a bunch of big words and
Oh, my bad.
Extrapolate and ejaculate and
Yes.
fetus.
Tim,
Fetus.
I don't think we should talk about babies and ejaculate.
That's what I'm curious. Is like why we're talking about ejaculating babies.
Actually, we're talking about eating babies.
Oh,
That's way
Yuck.
better.
The ejaculation thing just kind of got thrown in
that's
there.
pre-baby.
Yeah, that is pre-baby.
That is pre-baby.
Gross. So in a sense,
I've got a lot of.
in a sense, pre-babies are eaten all the time.
I've got a lot of that around my house.
Yeah, that's
all
true.
over the
If you
place.
think about it. I mean,
Hundreds of them, actually.
If you want to get technical,
Hundreds, dude. I think it's
Millions.
Millions. I'm sorry. I'm
Millions.
lowballing it there. Millions.
Well, actually, you know what? That makes sense. You should probably get that checked out. Your low ball. So
If your sperm is chewy,
That's
it just means that your sperms are bigger.
I
than
would
normal
I would say
people's.
maybe that's I don't know some sort of disease like gonorrhea or some shit.
Yeah,
They just shoot out one giant sperm.
That's the drooling dick, isn't it?
It's like
Gonorrhea
a
is
Mega
the
Man
drooling
pellet.
dick?
This is how you find out you have a parasite.
Yeah.
Yuck.
Mega Man?
A Mega Man pellet. You know, he fires his little pellet gun.
Yeah,
It's
he's
like,
got a little pellet gun. Yeah, they got the arm.
They're just little
That
tail
would
on
be
the end
actually
of
kind
them.
of funny though. You like jack off and then all of a sudden
like
you,
bloop, 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 bloop.
you fucking ejaculate 8-bit fucking stuff.
8-bit
Oh, man.
Mega Man pellets
That
with
doesn't even
tails
have to
on
be
them.
the Mega Man pellets. It's just like
God.
fucking.
Oh, the Mega Man
weirdly-
pellet. All you'll need to do is add
Oh,
a tail.
fine,
That's
Mega.
it.
Go for it. Who gives a
I'm
shit?
just saying, or don't we already do that with kidney stones? We piss those shits out.
I don't,
Oh
but I don't eat like you.
Maybe
no,
Mega
I
Man
haven't
shooting
had one
kidneys.
yet, but it runs in my family for sure. So
There you go.
I can't wait for
It's
that
gonna,
one to show
it's gonna
up.
also run in your urethra.
Yeah.
That will
So-
give you kidney stones.
Yeah.
Energy drinks.
No, it won't.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Drink enough of those things, they'll give you kidney stones for sure.
Yeah.
Dude, that's all I drink.
Well,
I'm surprised you haven't had any yet.
I mean, fuck,
That
dude.
sounds
that could be the
highly
reason why you have a
unhealthy.
tough time ejaculating, bud. Just saying.
Because I have kidney stones in my balls?
Yeah, you're all.
Yeah,
you're
your
all
balls are all
blocked up.
I
jammed
think
up.
that's cancer.
Oh, could be that.
I mean,
too.
that too.
I'm just saying. You have a problem
Cancer's-
coming. That's
Another reason that I need to get a fucking RV.
Yeah.
So you can be
It's
sick
coming,
with
isn't
cancer
it?
in the RV.
Got to make
You
that.
get it.
what was
He doesn't. He's never seen the fucking show.
$750,000.
Have you ever seen the fucking show?
Yeah, I've
Breaking
watched.
Bad.
No, I watched it up until Jesse started dating that brunette gal.
Oh,
So you haven't watched much of it.
I
That's
don't
only
know what
that's,
you're
I
talking
don't-
about.
that's, the
that's
end
when I
of,
stopped.
that's the end of season 2.
What, 2? Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's later than that.
No,
Is
it's
it?
season 2.
With the girl with the black hair, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, black.
Yeah.
And,
That's the
yeah.
end of season 2.
That
Okay,
kinda
Jesus
neighbor
Christ,
of
it's the
his.
end
or
of
I was
something.
just
Yeah.
watching that episode.
Okay, I'm sorry, but
Don't-
I stopped watching
Why?
after that because I just got bored with it.
It, gets
so
so
good.
much better.
Everyone
It gets
says
so good.
Everyone says it gets so good.
It
I don't
is,
fucking
it
care.
is.
I'm not gonna watch it. I don't want to fucking care. I know how
Oh,
it
my
ends.
bad. I'm sorry.
That's what sucks.
This is the great part.
That
is
does
you're
suck.
one of those
The
guys.
ending
You know what I mean?
You're
It's
one
like-
of those guys. You're the same as I am. Where I go,
when it comes to a show,
well, no, it's the same thing. Like, I remember people were like, oh, man, you got to see the Titanic. And I'm like, fuck you.
Fuck that movie.
For like 7 years. And then I finally watched it. I was like, it's not great. It's okay.
yeah, I've never seen it.
It's okay.
Yeah, you know what
It's
was
not great
you know
at
what
all.
Would have been
I
a
don't know
lot
why-
better.
Didn't
with
it
the
win an
Titanic.
award that year?
Yeah, it won like every
Fuck
award
that,
year.
dude. That made no sense.
Dude, it beat out movies that should have won that
Yep.
year. You know what? What really pissed me off about that movie is that instead of going for the actual historical story of the whole thing,
Which is why I like the original
yeah,
one.
they
Well,
made
the
it about that
second one or
stupid
whatever
made
it
up
was.
love story
Yeah,
between
yeah, the
fucking Kate
bullshit
Winslet
fake
and
thing.
Leonardo DiCaprio. Yeah, I wanted to know the actual story. It would have been a fucking way better movie if they would have
Yeah.
avoided that whole love story bullshit, which never actually happened. in
Or
real-
just take like one of the real
what really
stories that
happened.
was on there where like guy and his wife go on this long ass trip. She fucking nags the shit out of him. They get a divorce halfway through it, and then it sinks, and he's like, "Cool, I'm fine with this. I'm fine with this. I can accept my death now."
Of course, you're gonna hog the whole fucking floaty thing.
Yeah,
dear.
exactly.
Of course you are. No, I'm fine.
No.
I'm just fine here.
Here, would you like my jacket also?
Oh no, it's not cold at all.
As a penguin lands on you.
Fucking, yeah, I get it though. I they do that a lot though. Sometimes they take a historical event and try to tie
Yeah.
a story inside of it.
It's
so
what
you can,
fucking what's his name?
I hate
does
when
on
they do
every
that.
one of
There's
those.
some parts where it works. I mean, sometimes when
Who's
it
the guy that
works,
made
like
Transformers?
Apocalypto. Remember that one, the Mel Gibson movie?
Okay, that I get because that is
Wait, first off,
a
you-
little different. You know,
don't
it's-
have any of the historical stuff passed down from that time
right
either.
Right.
Yeah,
He
that could
had
all
to
be
take
hearsay.
liberties.
But I
Yeah.
do like the whole when the white man or whatever.
No,
first
that
shows
it
up
was
in
a
the
very.
show.
I thought that was an interesting movie. I'm fine
Yeah.
with
I
that
did
one.
too. I
Yeah.
liked
The
it
ones
too.
I'm not fine with are Michael Bay movies.
Oh fuck you.
Oh,
that take
explosions?
that take historical stuff and you just goes no, just blow everything up.
You mean like Pearl Harbor?
Yes.
Yeah.
Pearl Harbor is-
also had a fucking needless love story, a love
Dude.
triangle, and then they just show the Pearl Harbor stuff at the very
you know
end.
what my favorite thing about that movie
You
is?
gotta watch it somehow.
South Park or not the South Park creators made the song for fucking Team America. Pearl Harbor sucks.
Oh, jeez.
That is my favorite thing about that entire movie is it made a fucking hilarious song.
Yeah.
And it had nothing. It's not even part of the movie.
Yeah, because Pearl Harbor sucked.
Yeah.
Yeah,
was a
I didn't-
fucking piece
like
of
another
shit.
one I didn't watch.
Yeah,
but-
I
guys have to
don't
hear that
like
song.
Michael
It's
Bay.
great.
yeah.
No,
Well, they
There's a couple. Don't get me wrong. There are a few movies he's done that
Yeah,
were good, but
like-
Well, you talk about changing historical outlets. I mean, look at Glorious Bastards.
oh yeah,
that I'm fine with.
That's
because
fucking
he's,
he's
awesome.
doing like an alternate history though. But-
alternate
and not-
endings
not
for a
just
lot
that,
of
though, he's
historical
taking-
events. I
he's
love what he
taking,
does.
I
there.
love that movie.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's taking liberties with every bit of it.
yes,
Because-
but he's also not trying to say this is what happened.
Well,
you know?
because that group was a real group.
Yes.
The
Inglourious Bastards?
the Jews, yeah,
the Jews that would
Jewish
go out
group
and
that
hunt
would go out
the
and- yeah.
Nazis and stuff. That was
Yeah.
a real group.
Yeah, they
But they
existed.
didn't do that type of shit.
No,
They
no.
should have.
They were a lot more, I think, clandestine about
Yeah,
it.
and
You know.
What is that?
Oh, man. I
like
gotta explain everything.
secretive, like sort of like spies,
Okay.
shadowy kind
Thank you.
of
Clandestine.
You know, yeah,
Secretive and spy.
clandestine. Yeah,
Thank
yeah.
you. But that's what I mean. Like some historical movies where they change the historical event of it. I kind of like that. That's kind of interesting. So this is my take on it.
See, and the thing is, like, if they're gonna come out and say, "Yeah, we're gonna take liberties and do this," I'm fine with that. If they're gonna come out and say it. But it's when they come out and they're like, "Oh, these are the events that
Based
happened,"
on actual
based
events.
on an actual event." It's
Yeah.
like, no, man, you guys got to be straight up with people. if
Well,
you're
a lot
gonna
of I know
alter things.
a lot of writers have those ghost writers that they come up with an idea and someone else writes the whole fucking story for them. They just
Yeah.
give them the basics. So this is my idea, and then they put their stamp on it saying this is mine.
Yep. But what they'll usually do is they'll bring in a treatment, and the treatment will be a few pages long,
Yeah.
and then the writer will
Some-
go
yeah,
off
the
and
writer-
write a script out of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right,
And
now
this person will take all liberties on it too.
Yeah.
This is my work.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
yeah. It's not.
And then, of course, the fucking producers and all that, once they start filming, they'll make changes of their own
Oh, that's
as
the other
they
thing. Is
go.
our storyboard's
Yeah.
completely chopped
And then,
up.
and the next thing you know, that movie, originally the script that came in is a totally different fucking
there was
beast.
one that was.
so what's your
like this.
favorite bad movie?
They fucking butchered it.
Your favorite bad movie
favorite
that
bad
you've ever
movie?
watched?
Like that I love to watch, but it's
That you
really
love to
bad.
watch is that unequivocally when you watch it, you're like, this is not a good movie. but I
Strike
like
Commando. Strike Commando with Red Brown. I fucking love it. It's basically...
I'm trying to think of what I
It's,
loved
so
it.
it's basically a fucking ripoff of Rambo 2 and yeah, no, it's like a bad ripoff of Rambo 2, but it's low budget and it's hilarious. The main character, whenever he's doing some action oriented thing, he just screams at the top of his lungs and it's amazing.
Oh wow!
I wonder if this is where they got like
Strike Commando.
Let me look
huh?
at it. Look it up here.
What was that?
Mine would be No Retreat, No Surrender.
Oh, I
Which
love
one is
that one
that?
too, dude.
I don't think I've seen that.
That is Jean-Claude Van Damme's first
Oh,
movie.
yes, and he's a bad
Actually, you
guy.
know what?
Yeah, he's the bad
I would
guy
have
in
to
it.
say, I'm trying to think. Like
The
probably-
audio was terrible in that movie. Everything about it. And the other one was Last
There it
Dragon.
is.
But yeah.
Probably
Dude,
for me, it would have
Look
been.
at this fucking cover. Look at the gun
really-
this guy has.
That looks like the cover of a fucking video game.
It's a fucking. This is the cover of
what
Strike
the
Commando.
fuck? It's an
Look at that fucking
It's
gun.
an M16 with a Gatling
With a
gun
Gatling
barrel.
gun barrel, dude. And the guy's like that. That's because that's all he does through the whole movie. He's just
Awesome.
It's fucking amazing.
You know what I would say
I
mine
can
is.
dig
It's
that,
It's
probably
so awesome,
it's probably Doom Generation for me.
dude. Oh, okay.
Doom
I
Generation.
remember that movie.
I know that it's not a great movie, but
well, none of these are that we're talking about.
the ending of it for me is why it ties it all together. It's the same thing with like the movie Four Rooms. Like the four.
Oh,
Rooms,
yeah, I
the
love that
first
movie.
the first two parts of the movie are not great, but the third one gets good with Antonio
The fourth one's
Banderas, and the
amazing.
fourth one is amazing.
Yeah.
First off, it's Quentin Tarantino writing it. That's why it's amazing.
And you got all these great actors there too.
Well, because I think the
all in
last
that
two are
room.
written by. So you got Tarantino on the last one. The second to last one is the guy that is always his partner. I
Yes.
forget, what's his name?
Rodriguez
or whatever.
Yeah.
But anyway,
Robert Rodriguez.
Yeah, so I think he's the one that wrote the second to last one.
I think so. The one with Antonio Banderas.
yeah, the Good Children or
yeah,
Bad
because
Children, whatever
that's
it was
because
called.
at the time that was him and Banderas would work together with like
Yes.
Desperado and stuff
So
like that. Yeah.
so I mean to me
they all
that,
brought in their buddies. You know,
but
make
to
these
me
things.
Four Rooms isn't a bad movie though.
No, I don't
Because
I don't
the
think so
first
either.
two stories, although they're not great, they're you can follow them and they're interesting
Didn't
enough.
you see Madonna's tits in the first?
No, not
first
hers.
one or
It's the
second
other
one?
chick.
Oh, okay.
You don't see Madonna's. I'm sure you can find that on the internet though.
Yeah, it's not
so,
hard to find Madonna's tits, but
I mean,
was it the one?
it would be tough.
The
She's in
star of that
England.
room put tape on her. No, the younger one put tape on her tits.
I don't
The
know.
brunette, you got to see your tits.
Yeah.
Didn't they have to come in a hot tub or something like that?
He
Yes,
had to.
yeah, because
Not them.
he had to come because
He.
they were
the
trying to
cauldron?
like
Yeah.
they were trying to like create a new.
I like
witch
how
or
you call it.
something.
It's not a hot tub.
Yeah.
No, they're trying to bring.
they trying to create
not
a
create a new
real-
one. Bring back the ancient one.
Bring back the ancient one. That's
Yeah.
what it was. Yeah.
stuff.
The second one was interesting because of the fact that it just plays out through the entire movie.
Yeah.
Because the phone call always happens, and he always
Yeah.
gets the same thing, but he's in the room while he's answering the phone
What was
out
his
in the
name?
lobby.
Ruprecht or something like that. Or
I can't remember his name.
What?
But I mean, Tarantino used him in fucking Reservoir Dogs, and you know,
Yeah.
Actually,
Yeah.
but talking about like
let's fucking.
Inglorious Bastards, Christopher Waltz. That guy was insanely
Oh
good.
That made
God,
him,
Christoph
didn't it?
Waltz
That
was
one-
amazing.
Not just made him, but
that landed.
there
him
was nobody
hard.
else I think that could have pulled that part
No,
off.
No, I agree.
Have you
I
ever
agree.
felt more uncomfortable with a person on screen than
Holy
him?
But
shit, yeah.
But
It
the
was
thing
awesome.
is, at the
You're
same
just
time,
like-
charming.
Dude, yes.
How are you
He's terrifying, but
charming
charming.
and terrifying
Yeah.
at the
It's
same
like that
time?
whole opening
Unless
scene
you're
with
like
the farmer.
actually Ted Bundy.
Dude,
You
that
know?
whole opening scene with the
Yes.
farmer is just fucking chilling, dude.
It's,
It
and
really
it's,
is.
And it's brilliantly written
It
because
is.
it gives you a reason to go to English.
Yes, exactly.
You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
Like, so because
nothing feels forced.
No,
It's-
because usually in a
it's
movie,
slowly just
it's
gets
when
more
they
and more
when they go into
intense.
English. Hey, go into English. They're like, why? Oh, because the audience.
So that- yeah.
and that's usually how it feels.
Yeah.
Right.
This one, it didn't do that.
Well,
they go
no.
go into English, and you know why? Because
Yes.
he knows that the Jews are under the floor.
Yep. He
They're
doesn't
in
want them to
France,
understand him.
and
Yeah.
he knows that they speak French.
Yeah.
So he's like, let's speak English.
Yep.
I know that they don't.
Yep.
Was
They won't understand a word we're saying.
The
Yeah.
diner or cafe scene too, with
That's great,
Like
too.
when he's sitting there eating with her.
Oh
and
yeah.
being just charming, and the whole time it's like he knows.
That's not even
Yeah.
a diner.
Fucking
I don't
knows.
even think
It's
that's a
so-
diner. That
there's-
was at a fucking
restaurant.
large
Yeah.
restaurant.
Yeah, it was
Dude,
a restaurant.
there are so
Yeah.
many scenes in that are just so tense.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
because of his presence. He is so good at
Well,
just
then
creating
him
this
also
tenseness.
at
you
the
know?
end of the movie thinking that I've gotten away with all of it.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, you kind of have, except you get this nice little
Yep,
thing on your
yep.
forehead.
You get to go, but you're gonna have to go the rest of your life
You
with
know?
this fucking mark on your head.
Yeah,
Yeah.
his expressions and everything about that character.
Oh, he was fucking perfect.
amazing.
So
like I said,
well done,
nobody
yeah.
else could have done that.
And
Yeah.
again, I'm not into the whole choking thing, but that choking scene,
Yeah.
God damn.
Oh yeah,
Choking
dude. That's
scene.
why I was saying that.
When
just
he- remember.
When he
Christoph.
strangled,
Oh, the
when he
blonde.
strangled the actress,
The blonde. Yeah.
Oh,
in the theater.
It's just brutal.
He
just
brought her into
fucking
the he
brutally
brought her into the
strangles her.
office at the theater because
Yeah.
he found her shoe.
He
in
found
the-
her
in
shoe
the, in the bar.
At the bar.
oh yeah.
And called her
Okay.
out on it, and then
Yep.
just basically like it blew you away too. It's like that's totally out of character for this
Yeah.
person.
This explosion of
Yeah,
just violence.
and then
You
just
know.
strangled her. You're like
Yeah.
holy shit.
Yeah. Because he's so
Tim
calm
came
and
so
everything.
hard.
It was fucking
But you
It
know
was
what?
intense,
That's why
man.
I was
I'm
saying
not
when
gonna
when
lie.
that movie
Tim's
came
like,
out,
this
and
is
I
the
first
best
saw it-
orgasm I ever had in my life.
Well, when that movie came out and I first saw it, I was like, dude, this guy's like the best movie villain since Darth Vader. Like, honestly.
Yeah.
He is. I
Yeah,
I have not been that blown away by a villain in a movie
Yeah.
in a
I'm
Trying to
very
think.
long time.
I don't know, man.
Yeah, I can't
What about
find a comparable
Skeletor
one.
in Masters of the
Oh, well,
Universe?
you can't deny that. You can't deny that
Okay.
one bit.
Skeletor was awesome.
I mean,
Frank
come on.
Langella played that character like just
Dude,
awesome.
this is something that I didn't realize.
Was that
So
Dolph Lundgren?
so in-
Dolph Lundgren was He-Man. Yeah.
what was it? The Dark Knight, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know the first fucking mask that the Joker wears in that?
Oh yeah.
Do you know what that's a reference to?
No.
The original Joker from the fucking Adam West Batman. He had a
Oh,
mask
really?
exactly like that
Oh, I didn't
in
know
one of the
that.
episodes. So they took. I
was
didn't know
this
that
little-
either.
I didn't know-
And
dude,
they
that's
took
an
that
obscure
they-
little reference.
Yes, they
Holy
took
shit.
that exact fucking mask. Well, not the. It's not
Or they
exact. They're-
probably got one as
It's
close as they
very
could.
very similar
Yeah,
to it,
yeah,
and
very
fucking use that as
That's
a little
so-
Easter egg.
a little callback.
Yeah, a little Easter egg in there.
I like,
It's
I
fucking
like it
crazy.
when they do that.
I do
Yeah,
too.
same
I
here.
do too.
You know,
They did a lot of that on Book of Boba Fett.
Yeah.
A lot.
But the
of
only
throwbacks.
problem with that one
Well,
is
they go
that
too
they
far.
do it. They go way too far. With
Yeah,
that Batman one, that's a lot more clever,
No, there-
not
Yes.
on the nose.
There was one that
I
a lot
just
of people
watched all
didn't
of them
pick up
again
on
recently.
Boba
Yeah.
Fett when he's building his ship. And for some reason, they pointed out, he's like, I found this, the Jawas gave me this part for my ship, and it's this long rod. And for some reason, you don't think anything of it. And then you look at it, and it's like, where have I seen that before? And that's the pole that Luke Skywalker used to block the fucking compactor when they were in
shit.
the
Sarlacc that's the other
pit,
thing.
or whatever
Look,
it was
But it's
the-
like, how did that end up on Tatooine?
You guys ever watch
the-
fucking
the-
Pitch Meeting?
I have no idea. But
Like
that's,
those things make
but
no
parts
sense.
like, well, it's just a scrap part that they got
Yeah.
from the Jawas. It could be from some.
Oh, okay,
random
it's not the
ship.
exact one. Yeah.
it's
But
just identical to it.
You guys ever watch Pitch Meeting?
No. Oh wait, is that the guy? Wait. Is that the guy on YouTube?
Yeah,
Yes,
he
he's funny.
He
as shit.
pitches
His name's
movie.
like Ryan something.
Yeah. He pitches movies to himself.
Dude, he's hilarious. The guy's
and
funny as
and
shit.
all he does is just green screen behind him.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
he'll
It's
record one
really
side,
funny.
record the other side. It's fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
He's got his own new. I guess Screen Rant has now actually given him his own channel because Pitch Meeting's gotten so big. So now all he does is just work on that. But the great thing is he goes through all of the Star Wars stuff and it's fucking hilarious.
Dude, they're
like
funny.
Like he's talking about Obi-Wan and Obi-Wan, talking about what first off, like when they're, oh, you mean old Ben? And they're like, oh man, this guy's not really good at being fucking secretive. Like he just goes by old Ben now and his name was Obi-Wan. I mean, it's pretty close. That and the fact that the first time when they talk to him and he's talking about stormtroopers, how their aim is impeccable. And then after that, they cannot hit a thing.
I was gonna say
forever.
we've never
Yeah.
seen stormtroopers ever fire well.
Yeah.
They've always been terrible.
Yeah.
It's a long-running joke ever since those old movies came
Yeah,
out.
Dude,
what's
you know?
his name? Referenced that too.
Yeah.
The Bill Burr when he was playing
Yeah.
that character. I wasn't a fucking stormtrooper.
Yeah, no shit, because
Yeah.
he can hit something. Yeah, they can't hit a broadside of a
Dude,
barn.
I've seen like gun channels, like real gun channels, where they go out and shoot fucking real guns all the time. They'll they'll do those spoofs. They actually get somebody on their crew to dress up as a stormtrooper, and they'll fucking fire full auto guns at 30 feet.
And miss everything?
They'll look at it and they'll be like, how did we not hit this? And they'll move it into 15 feet, fire it again, nothing. They'll move it right up to the barrel and fire a full magazine into it. And then
still miss?
and nothing. And he's like,
That's the joke, isn't it?
But no, the best part of the joke is at the end. He goes like this. He's like, nobody's looking. And he takes a pin and just starts stabbing it. And then he puts it up on his wall at his house. Like, I'm good. So that's what I love about that type of shit.
That's funny.
But the pitch meeting stuff, he keeps going on through that. Like when they get into the fucking garbage pit, right? Mm-hmm. When they get in there, they're like, so the stormtroopers come up and just start shooting at them while they're in there. They're like, no, they just stop chasing them after that.
Yeah, they're
forever
dead. Yeah,
it's like what? Why?
there's a lot of yeah.
There's so many plot
There was
holes.
the other one
everything.
that sounds similar to the real movie reviews. That guy that does real movie reviews.
Yeah. What is that? Is it real?
I think that's what it's called. Yeah, real movie reviews, and he's just voicing over the.
I don't think that's what it's called.
Yeah, I can't remember the name.
It's
of the guy
something
that does
similar
it.
though.
But his are fucking hilarious too, where he lays out the whole plot in a short bit of time and how it doesn't make sense or it does.
Yeah,
he's
dude, that guy is fucking great too.
Yeah.
But that guy's also now become pretty big because he's actually doing voiceovers on things.
Yeah, well,
But he's got a voice.
I think it was a College Humor started thing.
Yeah,
too.
I think so.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, a lot of those guys went out. The college humor
Yeah.
guys went off and did other stuff now.
Yeah, one of the guys there, he did a kind of like a real thing, or not a real thing, where he was previewing a Two Girls One Cup, and it was the presentation of Two Girls One Cup to the actresses. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do, ladies, and just this normal sex scene. We're just gonna start off nice and easy. Then I'm gonna have you shit in this cup, and she's gonna eat it. You're gonna throw up in her mouth. They're like, what? It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. All right, ladies. Let's just.
You know what's
let's get
funny?
into position.
You know what's funny is I think Amy Schumer did that on her show. She might have seen that.
Oh, really?
They had a lot of
She
there
copies so
well, there was a lot of
yeah, she uses a lot of other material, but yeah, this was a
Yeah.
College Humor
She's
thing that's
a thief.
hilarious.
what the fuck is, it's
two
not
girls
real
like, what the
movie
hell are you
reviews.
talking
Something
about?
What the
Yeah,
fuck is
Amy
the name of
Schumer's the,
Honest.
Amy
Honest.
Schumer.
Yes, Honest Trailers.
Honest
Honest
Trailers.
Trailers.
There we go.
Those
Honest
guys are
Trailers,
great. Yeah,
that's what it was.
But like Amy Schumer's like the female version of
I knew it was
fucking,
something
what's his
similar.
name?
Carlos Mencia.
Carlos Mencia.
Yeah.
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 she's
Carla-
lost a lot of credit.
Oh,
because of
yeah,
her
dude.
inability to be funny.
Well, and the thing that
Original
sucks too is
funny.
like, so I'm a fan of Kurt Metzger.
like a
He
golden
still
rule you don't do as a
defends
comedian.
her on it. You know,
Well,
which,
comedians, it's important for that aspect, but at the same time, I mean, a lot of people that have been burnt by like stolen bits. That's gotta sting. Someone's making it off of your fucking joke.
Yeah.
that'd get under your skin.
well, I agree. And the thing is, I know that there was a lot of speculation that like Robin Williams did the same thing.
I wouldn't put it past him.
That who else? There was a few other people that were well known that ended up making great careers.
Dennis Leary.
Dennis,
I've
yeah,
heard
Dennis
about Dennis Leary.
The Dennis Leary one was because of God, fuck, what's his name?
Well, you can't
died of
copyright a
cancer.
bit though. That's just it. I mean,
No,
there's-
you can't. But
there's no-
it's like an unwritten golden
Yes.
rule you don't
Yeah.
do though. You know, it's like between comedians. It's like if you do that, you're like breaking this sort of like a
It's
covenant.
it's
or
like
something.
revealing the magician's trick.
Yeah, exactly. It's just like it's a cardinal rule that everybody knows in the business. You just don't do.
Yeah.
You know.
But at the same time, I mean, there's comparable jokes. Like someone makes a
Bill
joke to
Hicks.
some of the other ones.
So
and-
Bill-
Sure,
But-
there is definitely parallel thinking.
I know
That does
Dane,
happen.
Dane Cook
Yeah.
ran into that a lot, where he'd make comparable jokes to something. You know, someone else has made a joke and he says something comparable to
Actually,
it.
they addressed that on Louis.
I think
Louis
they did.
C.K. Yeah,
Louis-
it's like,
they-
what? You think you're the only person who hasn't had an itchy asshole?
Well, no, but it was different though because Louis C.K. the bit was very very similar.
Yeah.
So what the bit was is Louis C.K. had a bit about naming your kid something weird. I'm just gonna name my kid some weird noise. Like
Mark
he was
Mark?
like, I'm just gonna name it with all these F's and stuff. Like, hey, get over here, And then Dane Cook did almost the exact same bit, except he did more Chewbacca noise or something.
Oh, okay.
So it's like those are almost the same bits. They were both working the same clubs and shit.
Yeah.
Now it's not, the other thing is too is they're not like somebody that does happen to do a joke that's the same as somebody else's. They may not think that they're stealing at all because they might have heard it, but they hear 1,000 jokes a night.
That's where I was thinking
And-
about
and-
parallel thinking. Some of these
It's not-
guys.
That's not parallel
Well,
thinking.
no, not parallel thinking, but it's more like they get the stuff in, and
It's
they soak it in,
stolen,
and they
but
don't,
it's not. They don't realize
They don't
that that's where it
realize
came
that
from.
that's where they got
and I
it,
think
yeah.
that that's probably what happened here. And that
cross pollination kind of thing.
And I think that's what they kind of talked about on Louis C.K.'s show. You know, I mean, it's a scripted show that it was on, but that's basically how it seemed to end with it, like that it was more of a misunderstanding. Like, hey, do you think maybe you heard me do this once? And because it wasn't just that bit, but that bit was the closest.
Right.
And you see that kind of thing, I could definitely see what you're talking about with these guys. They're all hanging out in the same clubs, listening to each other, that kind of thing. And obviously, you're probably gonna accidentally borrow from someone and not realize you're doing it. You know.
Well, I guess Dave Attell will call up numerous people like about a premise. He's like, "Have you heard anyone do this? You know, like, is it? Did I steal this?
David Attell's awesome.
But Dave Attell's so different than everybody.
He is.
His fucking jokes are so good.
Yeah, that show he had, Insomniac.
That was such a cool show.
Great. I really love that show.
I love that show.
Did you ever watch his other one called This Old Porn?
No, I didn't know he had another
Really?
one.
I didn't know that.
Wow.
It was like This Old House, but they were watching old porns
porn.
and stuff
shit.
and then critiquing them.
That's hilarious.
Yeah,
That sounds like something David Tell would do.
yeah,
It would be really well.
It was. I think I watched one episode.
What's on?
I think it was on Comedy Central.
Oh,
also.
really? Oh, shit.
But it was on at like fucking midnight or 1 in the morning or something like that.
So was
probably why it was
Insomniac.
the
It was
same
late.
one.
Insomniac was at around 11:30.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
And that was a half hour. But
I love
but the
that show.
Dennis Leary thing, that was Bill Hicks.
It was Bill Hicks.
That,
okay.
that,
I didn't know
that people thought that he was stealing Bill Hicks' stuff because Bill Hicks had a lot of stuff that was similar.
Because I saw Dennis Leary get called out on the Colin Quinn show. That one
Yeah.
show he had, the Tough Crowd. He
Yeah.
was called out on it, but I forget who called him out on it.
But it wasn't the Greg Giraldo time.
No,
The Greg
it
Giraldo
was
time
someone
was
else.
the time they almost got in a fight.
Yeah.
It's because Greg Giraldo fucking just put him it was just brilliantly done. They were talking to Dennis
missed that
Leary.
guy. Greg
I just
Giraldo
loved
was
it when
awesome.
Dennis Leary's talking about like they're not gonna go. This country's got nukes pointed at us, and it's like we're not gonna do anything about it. And he's like, oh yeah, like that other time we went to war with Russia.
Yeah,
We
yeah,
had
yeah.
the same thing. And Dennis Leary just looks at him like, fuck you, and like by the middle of it, you got Colin Quinn putting his foot up on the table to try to stop
Trying
him
to get
from fighting.
between him just in case.
Like it's
Yeah.
that's gonna stop them if they want to go to fucking blows. So no, that's what I thought was fucking great about that.
And I mean, there were always I remember back in the day, even there was rumors about Dennis Leary,
Yeah.
swiping people's bits and
Well,
stuff. And
the weird thing is he got famous for being the rant guy.
Yeah, yeah.
Like talking about smoking and shit. Like that's one of the big bits that they, were talking about him stealing was he had a smoking bit that was almost identical to Bill Hicks's smoking bit.
oh, I see.
And
Well,
Hicks,
that's
if he
that's
would have
where
lived, man.
that's the prime of where comedy comes from, right? Everything that we say even now on this show is there's got to be a little bit of background to
Oh, I'm
what we're
sure.
saying.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
yeah. I agree.
There's no getting around it. There's always going to be something similar coming out from someone's mouth.
Sure. And we've heard
Well,
ideas in
or
other
you're-
places that other people
on a
have said.
TV show or on a
Or you're gonna
stand-up
have
comedy
something that
show or
somebody's-
maybe someone in passing.
Even if nobody's said it before or had that premise before out loud, people have thought it.
yeah,
Right,
You know what I mean?
right.
Well, I mean that's what
I think
makes
that's one of the
comedy so
reasons
good
that-
is when
yeah.
other people think about it. It's
Yeah.
like, oh my god, I
They
fucking
go-
get that.
They're like,
Yeah,
wait a minute, I've
exactly.
had that thought before in my head.
Yeah, you can
You
identify
sick
with
fucker.
it.
And I'm actually kind of glad that comedy's gotten past the whole airport food.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Thank God.
fuck, man, that the '80s comedy was terrible.
Oh yeah,
like,
hey
the only-
man, I
the only-
caught my flight. My arms are tired. I've been flying for
the
so long.
good
Yeah.
comedy that came out of the '80s was like Richard Pryor.
Oh, God, yeah.
Fucking
Eddie
Eddie
Murphy.
Murphy. Fucking
Carlin.
George Carlin.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, those were the
Guys like
big
that.
fucking names
Yeah.
coming out in,
Even
in that
Roseanne
I mean,
Barr.
that's what I liked
Roseanne
about-
Barr was she was good.
What I liked about Carlin, he was also very. I mean, he was funny, but I also loved his political stance. Like,
Me
he was,
too.
He
Well,
was very. He used that as a platform as well. you
First
know?
off, he was also he wasn't really like a political commentator. He was more of a life commentator.
Yeah,
Right,
You know what I
yeah.
mean?
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
I didn't want to use political, but I mean,
Yeah.
a lot of it did lean.
Yeah.
He was
politically.
kind of like a modern day philosopher.
Yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
But with a
With
comedy
jokes.
spin on it.
Yeah.
you know?
Socrates with,
Yeah.
with a little sass.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
That's what I thought too.
Yeah, I
Socrates
agree.
with sass.
A little sassy
That's
Socrates.
a good way to put it. Yeah.
Every time I watch him, my mom's like, "What are you watching?" I'm like, "Sassy Socrates."
And dude,
like,
George
"What's
Carlin,
that?"
man, if he were alive today, he'd be having a fucking field day.
Well, the thing is, like,
man. Oh
my God.
so this is the thing that I find funny is
I wish he was alive today.
this is the thing that I find funny about that statement is you got right wingers that are like he would be on our side, and you got left wingers that are like he would be on our
I think
side.
he'd hate everyone.
And I think yes,
Yeah, he'd be calling them all out, calling how
Well,
they're
that's
all
kind of what
ridiculous.
that guy do with his own TV show, his own news show now. The comedian that's doing that with the hair slicked back. God damn it, what's his name? He's traditionally been very Democratic, but now he's starting to have a lot more Republican views.
Well, okay,
Bill Maher.
Oh, Bill Maher.
Bill
Well,
Maher.
but
the
he's
thing
not.
is, though, I
No,
wouldn't even
Because
say
he's
Republican views.
He's calling out
that's
a
the thing.
lot of bullshit.
See, this is another thing that's a problem with a statement like that is that's a misconception.
Yeah, I agree.
His views have not moved. His views have been the same since he
No,
started
yeah.
politically incorrect.
It's the Democratic Party that's moved further to the left.
Ah.
Other
He's always
people
been-
haven't moved.
So he's-
these other people. Sorry, these
Yeah.
other people on the left call them right or call people far right or right wing and stuff. It's not that they're right wing. It's that those people have moved so far left that to them they are right wing, even though they're more centrist.
And
in the
and not
middle,
just that,
you
like
know?
Bill Maher was never really like far left.
No,
that's the
no,
other thing
no.
that's always been a
I agree.
misconception about it. He had classical liberal stances on things,
Yes.
right? And then he also had left-leaning stances and libertarian stances. So those were his kind of area. He had those three things flowing through him in a lot of his stuff. So when you watch him, he might have a different opinion than somebody that you'd be like, he's going to have the same opinion as that person.
Yeah.
And that's not true.
Yeah.
Right now, what it is he's just looking at it and he's like, I think he's just looking at what the reality of things
Yeah,
is.
well, that's-
like, hey, the science says that this is fucking wrong. Let's stop doing this.
Yeah.
We're hurting children. We're fucking killing depressed
Which
people.
a lot of people are being, chastised or not chastised, but a lot of Rogan.
Yeah.
A lot
God.
of people that speak out like this
Yeah.
doesn't make sense.
Right.
Are being canceled.
or
Yes.
even just
And-
questioning
Yeah.
things.
And right
You
now,
can't
dude,
question
God forbid
I
you
just
ask a question.
I just read an article. Joe Rogan just had to hire a bunch of security for his
No
house,
fucking
just
shit.
because,
You
like,
kidding me?
yeah, all these crazy
that's
people have been coming out
terrible.
to his house now.
I'm not surprised.
And it's like, dude,
That's
it's
the other
'cause
thing,
these
though.
people have been driven nuts by all this
it's
propaganda.
not even just that.
and-
Anybody that has that big of a status is going to need that.
Yeah.
well, sure, but he never
regardless.
needed it before all this crap started.
He didn't need it before because I don't think he was in the mainstream enough. Even though technically he's mainstream.
Also, I don't think that, obviously, right now, there's been so much scrutiny on him. There's never been this much scrutiny on him.
Yeah, he's
Like
definitely
this.
he's
Yeah.
he's
But you
definitely
gotta
driven
remember-
a wedge. For
Yeah.
sure, you
Dude,
know what I
crazy
mean?
people have gone after fucking, I mean, look at John Lennon.
Paula
Fucking,
Abdul.
You know,
Oh, yeah, I mean, that does
Paula
happen.
Abdul. What happened to her?
Gal killed herself right in front of Paula Abdul's house.
Jesus.
Yeah, but I mean,
She was on the
that's
one of the
because she
first
went
few
up there and
seasons
she's
of,
like,
what was it?
Take-
The Simon Cowell thing.
The American Idol?
yeah,
American Idol. She was like the second or third season and came on the show with a big poster saying "I love you, Paula."
Yeah.
and actually did a terrible job, and then said, "Well, we're gonna pass." And then the next day,
But
the
that's
girl
not
drove
why.
to
That's not why she killed
She
herself.
drove to Paula Abdul's house and killed herself.
No,
She obviously had
she went
mental
up there and
problems.
she listened to one of her songs while she was up there, and she was like, "Oh fuck,"
Oh,
and then did it. That's what happened.
that
with him.
would make a lot of people do
We should
that.
probably end on that. So I think that's probably good.
Oh, let's end on the downer there.
There it is.
All right.
Thanks
thank you for
joining us
listening.
tonight,
If
guys.
you
Didn't talk
are
about
listening,
today? We didn't talk about cum or rape.
No, I mentioned cum
You know,
several
cum-
times.
cum
Oh, shit, we did talk about
and we
cum.
talked about rape too.
You
We talked-
did.
oh,
You
we
talked
did talk
about
about
coming pellets, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you're right. I did talk
Jesus,
about cum and
man.
Mega Man
Fucking
pellets.
moron.
I
Pay
forget.
attention.
And Tim talked about horses fucking a guy means
Yeah, that
rape.
was rape. So
Oh, yeah, that
we
is
covered
rape,
it.
huh?
We got it
Fuck,
covered, guys.
okay,
Thanks
never
for
mind.
joining us again.
I guess we did talk
All right.
about cum.
Goodbye.